Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host Owen. Guys, welcome and thank you so much for all the support recently. We've really grown the channel massively since that massive announcement yesterday, which I'll recap in a moment. Up to 345 subscribers now, so please, if you hit that sub, ring that notification bell and give the videos a like. It really does help in growing the channel. Yeah, just a reminder, yesterday obviously we announced the co-host of the Glasgow Rangers Nation, equal partner in the channel now, Miss Victoria Searle, a huge Rangers fan. Victoria obviously has followed Rangers all over, was at the Seville UEFA final last year. Currently living in Canada, but is obviously a huge Rangers fan. Victoria and I have been planning. We've got loads of exciting new ideas to bring to the channel, guests, new podcast ideas and everything. We obviously keep the only way that you're not going to miss out on any of that new content, on any of those fantastic new ideas that both myself and Miss Victoria Searle have come up with is by subscribing, guys. That's how you get your notifications, and that's how you don't miss out on that content. Well, let's talk a little bit about a Rangers legend, shall we, and what he's had to say about Michael Beale. Also, let's face it, also ex-Rangers manager as well, who did such an amazing job for the club in taking us back to where we belong. Yes, Super Ali McCoist, one of my boyhood heroes, when I first started supporting Rangers back in '88. Here we go. I'll show you the picture one more time there. There we go, in my old school Rangers top there. Ali McCoist was one of my heroes. Absolutely loved Ali. Still love Ali. Fantastic pundit. Now, he's been talking about Michael Beale and his time at Rangers. And obviously, Michael now has been in charge since he was appointed when Gio was sacked. And in Michael Beale's time at the club, he's only lost one game, that Viaplay League Cup final, a drawn one, which was against Celtic as well on New Year's. And, the fact we've still got obviously 3 derbies to come, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, it is Ali's belief, and I think a lot of belief of a lot of Rangers fans, that Michael Beale has genuinely closed the gap between Rangers and Celtic that had started to emerge whilst Gio was manager. Now, if you look at the form of Michael Beale's Rangers team, Rangers have gone places and got results and done absolutely superbly since he has taken over. Going to Easter Road, going to Fir Park, going to Tynecastle, and utterly dominating and winning games in the past. Perhaps we would have perhaps dropped a point or two at. Now, what's remarkable for me is the fact that in any other season, we would have closed the gap on Celtic. It's still 9 points. This one of form that we've been on would have chipped away at that points gap, but it just seems that they're in quite freakish form at the moment, and no matter what we do, we just can't close that gap. But these 2 derbies coming up, obviously one at Sharkhead and one at Ibrox, don't think gives us a chance to at least trim the lead to 3 points. And more importantly, lay down a marker ahead of next season, give them the bloody nose to tell them we are coming after them. Michael Beale has done exceptionally well, and Ali McCoist, has been very, very clear on that and in his praise for the new manager. This is what Ali had to say. He's only dropped 2 points. That's excellent, absolutely excellent. You look around the rest of the country, and although there's some good football, generally speaking, other teams aren't taking points off the old firm, as perhaps they once did. You do want to see a competitive league, and I know Celtic lost at St Mirren earlier on, but those results are very, very few and far between. I don't think it's a good league. I won't say there are only 4 games that matter, but the firm games have become so important. It used to be the games at Tynecastle, Easter Road, Pataudry, Tannadice, Fir Park were very difficult. There were no guarantees, but that's changed a little bit. And I think Ali's 100% correct in those comments, that he makes there. That, it used to be in the past that going to Tynecastle, going to Pataudry to play Aberdeen, and going up to Tannadice to play Dundee United weren't easy games at all. Certainly, days of Jim McLean at Dundee United and Alex Ferguson's Aberdeen, and even to some extent Derek McInnes's Aberdeen, it was never an easy fixture. It seems that it has not continued like that, and the old firm are finding it really easy to pick up points on the road and against those teams when they come to Ibrox. He hasn't obviously been able to close that gap, and Ali McCoist, was talking about the fact that the next 2 derbies in the league are absolutely critical, that, this is a great opportunity to actually close the gap. Maybe the league's gone now, even if we close the gap to 3 points, I can't see Celtic losing again to any of the teams they've got left to play. It just a draw maybe here and there, but it just might not be enough. I think we've left it too little too late on that aspect. McCoist went on to say this. There's a train of thought that Celtics have slightly had the advantage at this moment, but I don't think the gap is what it once was. The League Cup final there wasn't a lot in it. Celtic probably just a better team. The game at Ibrox 2-2 at the New Year. Celtic started well, but Rangers probably should have won. Bit of that, that typical Rangers, isn't it? Second half team, not a great start, slow starters, come strong in the second half. He'll know himself, Michael. He's just got to tweak it a little bit. He'll obviously look to strengthen without giving up on this year, which I don't think for a minute he will do or has done. He'll know that he'll need to make changes in the summer. I hope he's given the time to get a couple of transfer windows behind him where he can make it his own squad, his own team. I think, Ali's right in a few things that he says in this comment. First of all, you go back to the League Cup final, as Michael Beale himself said at the time, he got the team selection wrong, didn't he? Going with the players that he went with, not playing Raskin and Cadwell was a massive mistake by the manager, wasn't it? It really was. So at the end of the day, I think Ali's right there. There wasn't a great deal in it. Once obviously Raskin and Canwell came on, the team looked an awful lot better, didn't they? He's right as well. Give Michael Beale a couple of transfer windows, working with obviously Ross Wilson, whatever your views on Ross are. I think there is a real perspective there that they can improve this team. You look at the players they've brought in so far. Michael Beale obviously has a real eye for a player. He brought in Todd Cantwell, he brought in Nicholas Raskin. Both have done exceptionally well. So I think Ali is spot on with what he's saying in terms of the fact the gap is coming down, the gap is closing, and give us another summer transfer window to bring in 3 or 4 new starters, get the Alfie situation sorted, the Ryan Jack, the Ryan Kent situation sorted, find that new goalkeeper once Alan McGregor retires. And I think this team is good to go and ready to fight and really compete for even more trophies next season, and also to compete in Europe, as we've proven we can do in that Europa League run all the way to the final in Sevilla. Where unfortunately we did lose to Frankfurt, but we're very unlucky on the day. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching Glasgow Rangers Nation. Please continue to hit the sub, ring the notification, and give this video a like. And remember, you can find us in lots of different places if you want to get more of the channel and more information about Rangers. At GRN1872 on Twitter, Glasgow Rangers Nation on Instagram, Facebook. We've also got a group as well, Glasgow Rangers Nation Official. You can find myself and Victoria there, and email us at glasgowrangersnation@gmail.com. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon, and I'll be back with Victoria as well to speak to you about all things Rangers. Thanks for watching, guys. No surrender. We are the people.